Hey guys, welcome back to One House Pub. Well, before you on the bar top is the Spyderco Chaparral, um, the carbon fiber version. This is an older model. It still has back when they're still making them in S30V. Now they make them in CTS XHP. This is an S30V version. I've had this one well, I got it a couple of Christmases ago, so a little over a year, I guess. In that year, it's been kind of a prodigal son of a knife. I sold it and then it came back to me recently, and I think I told that story in another video, so I won't get into it again, but it's back home where it belongs. Great little knife, great little gentleman's folder. Like I said, this is the carbon fiber version, and this is that carbon fiber, technically laminate, that Spyderco does, where they put the G10 underneath and then put the laminate over the top. It's got a real nice texture to it. If I can get the phone to focus, there we go. Not slick really. It's got a nice little texture to it, pretty grippy. Really cool little look. I know some people have real heartburn with the way Spyderco does this. They put this laminate over top of the G10, the CF laminate. Really seems to get under some people's skin. I don't know. Frankly, it just doesn't bother me. You get the benefits of the carbon fiber. You get the cool look and the cool feel, and hopefully it helps, I guess, keep the cost of the knife down a little bit. Maybe. I'm not sure, but regardless, it doesn't bother me. So they do this on the Chaparral, on the Domino, on the new Sage 3. They're doing it on I think the Sage 1. They do it. Again, some people it really is a sticking point with. I could care less, frankly. It looks cool. I like it. Feels good. Good enough. Great little knife. Specs are, ask that guy. Sub 3-inch blade, a little less than 4-inch handle. In this grip, it's a good solid 3-finger knife, and it holds well like that. But it's really made with that forward choil. This is the way you hold this knife 99% of the time. Just a great feel here. Give you the four fingers on there again. All 4 fingers. Really good grip. Just a great gentleman's folder, small pocket knife. Fits right in there with, competes with, for pocket time, with something like a small Sebenza or like my SR2A. In my collection, it's kind of that class of a knife. A little bit smaller than each of those, but with that forward choil, you get such a great handle on it that it feels like a bigger knife too. I mean, it's just a really great knife. This is a knife that I really wanted when I initially gotten it. I'd asked for it for Christmas and technically bought it myself, and my wife gave it to me for Christmas. But I really wanted it because I just wanted a really classy little, super nice little gentleman's folder for those times when you need that. And with the carbon fiber and the nice satin blade here with the very nice striations on it, the grind marks, this is a very classy knife. It's very lightweight. Again, check the specs. Bert will offer those up if he hasn't already. Just a great all-around knife. Extremely well built. It's a Taichung, Taiwan Spyderco, and it's got great build quality, great fit and finish. With one caveat, and I will say that it's a very minor gripe, and I've maybe initially blew it out of proportion when I first got the knife because I'd heard so much about how great the fit and finish was on Taichung knives, and it is. It's fabulous. They're the best Spydercos out there. This particular one, when I got it, I was very amped because I really wanted this just to be that perfect little, sweet little, very high, stylish, high-end, stylish kind of little gentleman's folder that could really put in a suit or carry it with you in those times when you just needed a really classy little knife. When I got it, and I'm sure you won't even be able to see it. I'm sure I won't be able to get the phone to focus on it. But when I got it, oh no, you can. Right there on the pocket clip. See that little mark? That's actually a flaw in the black coating on the clip. That's not a scratch. That didn't come, I mean, that came that way brand new out of the box. And it wasn't even a scratch there. It's literally a spot that didn't get coated. I can take a little Sharpie and touch that up and it disappears and you'd never know it was there. But when I got the knife brand spanking new and I was very excited, I opened it up Christmas morning and I whip it out and I'm thinking, wow, Taichung has such great fit and finish. This is going to be a great little knife. I saw that right away. I'm like, oh man, Again, it's not enough to send the knife back or do anything ridiculous like that, but it was just a slight little fail, in the fit and finish department, showing that everybody's human. But otherwise, just an awesome knife. Great overall fit and finish, other than that little deal. Great H, if you look here. If I can get, again, the focus here. Oh, come on, focus on, Bert. Those Hollywood types. There we go. Look at the H on that. Very nice. The lock itself, again, very nice. Really nice back strap here, or back spacer, or whatever you want to call it. Solid stainless back spacer. Just a great all-around look and feel to this knife. Back lock, which is not necessarily my favorite lock, but on a little knife like this, it works really well, and it makes for a very easy to open and close knife one-handed. No problem at all, just because of the nature of it, because of its size, and because this has got this nice little forward finger choil. You're not going to cut yourself by playing that little open and close game. You can pretty much do that all day long without catching yourself, which is very nice. Like I said, the steel is S30V. I've sharpened this on the wicked edge, and I didn't put a real acute bevel on it. I just did a oh, come on phone. I just did a 19 degrees per side, basically, and excuse the finger marks on it. I guess I probably should have cleaned this. I didn't realize it was quite this fingerprinty, but you kind of get that sometimes with these nice satin blades. But anyway, 19 degrees per side. I didn't want to go too crazy on it. It could certainly take more. It's a very thin blade stock, as you can see, incredibly thin, and this thing just slices like a demon. Excuse me, I keep bumping into the tripod here. And you could, with 17, 16, 17, even an 18 degree per side bevel there, you could start to get a broader bevel, which I don't necessarily dislike broad bevels. As a matter of fact, I kind of favor them. But on this little knife, I didn't want it to be gaudy at all in regards to that. I just wanted a nice, classy little knife. So I kept it relatively obtuse, but it's on such thin blade stock that it still just absolutely slices like crazy. So the classic Spyderco leaf-shaped blade. Like I said, the forward finger choil, which just makes the ergonomics of this just outstanding. And the neat thing about it is the blade is not particularly broad, this way. So when you have this thing closed, it sits in the pocket. It's not a pocket hog like some Spydercos can be. This thing is a really nice, it's small, but it's also, this way, but it's also small this way. So writing in the pocket, it doesn't just take up a ton of real estate. It's not super broad, so that's nice. I mean, it's still broad enough that to allow you to have access to the Spidey hole easily, and that's fine, and it should. But it manages to, because they kept the blade size relatively narrow in this aspect, it fits into the pocket extremely well. Well centered, as you can see. And oh yeah, when I was telling you about the pocket clip, I was complaining about the little mark on the pocket clip there. I didn't neglect to mention, though, that it is the wire clip that I very much love, and from Spyderco. This is just a great clip, and on this knife, and particularly being such a light knife, it really works really well here. This is the just the perfect use of that clip. No better opportunity or no better place to put one of these clips than on this knife. If they'd put the old hourglass clip on here, it would have ruined this knife. So well done, Spyderco. Nicely done there. Otherwise, just an all-around awesome knife. Not necessarily a cheap knife for the size in the Spyderco realm. You could buy smaller knives cheaper. You can get your ladybugs and your man bugs and your dragonflies and whatnot. Dragonflies about pretty similar in size. This is probably a little bit bigger than the dragonfly. It's quite a bit more expensive than those, let's say. But this is like I said, a true gentleman's folder, and it's just a great little knife. So if you get a chance to pick one of these up, I highly recommend it. Get your hands on it. It's just a great knife in hand. I mean, it just is such a great knife in hand that I'm sure you'll like it. Great materials, great steel, great execution of a gentleman's folder from our good friends at Spyderco. All right, that's 1 all 2 cents. Keep the change. Sláinte.